Hello and welcome to Dad and Daughter Golf. I'm Dad.
And I'm Daughter. Today we're going to be reviewing Golfshot. We have used this app for the last year, played 23 different rounds of golf on 9 different golf courses. Today we're going to be reviewing the Pro version of the app, but you can get the free version in the App Store. Golfshot Pro subscription is an annual fee of $23.99 or a monthly fee of $7.99.
So let's go through some of the settings and features that you might want to adjust before heading out on the course. So let's get to it. Right, so once you've downloaded the app and created your account, the first thing you want to do is open settings. So let's open that. So one of the first features in settings is the Apple Watch.
If you own an Apple Watch, you can use the Apple Watch feature. It's basically just a scaled down version of what you would see on your phone. It calculates the distance and shows you a whole map of the golf course on your wrist. Equipment. This is an amazing tool. You can add each one of your clubs, brands, names and distance for all 14 of them. This is amazing because this is specific to you and your clubs.
That's right, so let's open that up on the app, and as you can see on my app at the minute, I've got all my clubs added there, and as you can see also it gives you a little picture of your clubs. So I've got 13 added. So what you can do, so obviously you're allowed 14 clubs, so I'll go through and I'll show you how to add a club. So you touch the plus button at the top right hand corner, click on club like so, club type, and there is lots and lots of clubs to choose from. You've got everything from your drivers, 1 wood, 3 wood, 5 wood, 6 wood, 7 wood, 8 wood, I think 10 wood, jeez. Right, and then you can add hybrids, irons, all the way down to gap wedge, pitching wedge, lob wedge, ultra lob wedge, and putter. So what we'll do, because I've not got a lob wedge added in my bag at the minute, I will add that like so, and in here it brings up the specific club that you want to add. So equipment type, club, lob wedge, distance, so we'll go down to brand, click on brand, and the brand I've got is Titleist, so I'll add Titleist to there, and that picks that up. Titleist, click on that. Then the name of the club, which is a Voke, there we go, click that one, SM8 mine is. There you go, and that brings that up. Right, so then what you can also do is you can customize that club. You can change the loft. If you've got a different loft to what's coming out on the app, you can also change the length of the club and also the flex, which is a great feature. So we'll just click back out of that. Then once you've made all those adjustments, you can do this for all of your 14 clubs. You can click on save, and if I scroll down to the bottom, there you go, you can just see it there. It has added it to my bag, so now I'm showing 14 clubs. Now if there's any clubs in that bag where you might want to go out and you might buy a new club and you want to retire this club, you can do so. Just slide across, click retire, and then that will put that into the retired section, as you can see there, and then you can add a new club, so then you'll be adding another club into your bag.
Next is GPS scoring and caddy.
Right, so once you've opened this part of the settings, you can change the distances from yards to miles to meters to kilometers. You can also drop down if you're using the GPS on the watch. You can turn that off if you wanted to, but there is another feature of this, which is aggressive caddy. Let's just say you're playing a par 5, it's 500 yards long, you drive 275 yards. Usually you would lay up, or you might be a bit indecisive on what to do. This will cut all that out and it will say get your 3 wood, 83 wood, and try and go for it. Right, so that's basically it for the settings part of the app. The next thing to do is go back to the home screen, which you do so by clicking golf at the bottom left hand corner of your screen.
On the home screen there is a section called Golf Preview. This is amazing because it shows you each individual hole and what to expect if you've never played on the golf course before, like if you're playing with societies or any clubs and you need to find out what to do.
Right, so let's click on Course Preview. Click on that, open this part of the app up. The GPS will pick up where you are and it'll pick up the nearest golf courses to you and it'll work its way further out. Pretty obvious. So we will go to College Pines because that's where we normally play, and then once you've opened that you can go on Course Flyover. Click on that, open that part, and as you can see this is hole number 1. It has a course flyover of that hole from tee to green, which is a great feature. Like Phoebe's just said, If you're playing on a course you've never played on before, it's good for looking at that each hole, and it gives you a good understanding as where you need to place the ball, how to get from tee to green, any hazards, bunkers, outward bounds, any dog legs, anything like that. It's a great feature of this app. So we'll come out of that and we'll go back to the home screen.
So now you're ready to play and you're going to click start round. The app automatically selects on GPS the closest club to you, but if you don't want that club you can select different facility where you can choose your own club which you want to play at.
So click on different facility and then you can scroll through, and we will click on College Pines Golf Club because that's where we're members at, and then you can choose your tee box which you play off. So we'll go off yellows today. And then in this part of the app you can add golfer, and which we will add Phoebe because she's here. This is Phoebe. Hello Phoebe.
Hi.
So we'll click on Phoebe, save and add. It's already preset because we've played together before, like so. And then what you have to do, you can also change scoring system, Stableford or stroke play, standard points. If you wanted to change that you can modify that as well. Also game type, match, skins, all that is in there before you set off. And then all you've got to do then is click on start round, and then what you can do is click on that hole, and it gives you a better understanding of each hole because on the left hand side, as you can see, it's got all the distances. Any hazards will be up on the left hand side as well, any bunkers, any ditches. If you want to lay up, it's got all the layup distances as well. And also what you can do, you can adjust, as you can see there, where you want the ball to go. And also at the top of the screen where you've got one wood, you can click on that and then you can change the clubs by scrolling across to the right. Can you see that, Phoebe? That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's cancel that. No need to change any of them. What is also another great feature of this is there's a plus button on the right hand side there, Phoebe. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, can I?
So if you click on that and you can zoom in, you can look all around the course. There you go. So look, there's a little trench there, bunker, that's the green. But as you get so far in to the green, it gives you yardages to your green and what club you want to be hitting. There you can see, look. So if you can hit your drive 300 yards, it's going to leave you a 5-iron in. What you can do, you can click on track. So if you click on track there, you can track how far your ball has gone. And all you've got to do, if you carry your phone in your pocket, that's great, just click on start track. Or if you've got it on a trolley, what you want to do, you want it parallel to where you are, on the tee box if you can. Then all you've got to do then is click start tracking, and then you walk to your ball, and as you can see where it says at my ball, just above there, it'll start adding up the yardages.
Yeah.
Then once you're at your ball, click on at my ball, and it will then tell you how far the ball's gone.
So as you're on this page, at the bottom of your screen you have AR, preview, menu, track and score. And now we're going to be showing you how to put your score into the system.
Right, so you've finished the first hole. What you want to do is click on score. Then on the right hand side you've got some pencils. Click on there like so. And let's just say I bogeyed this hole, so you can scroll down to bogey, which I've scored a 6 on a par 5. You can put how many putts you've had in. So let's say I had 3 putts, hit the driver off the tee, the circle, which means you've hit the fairway in the centre, or you've gone left or right, up or down. I don't quite get that bit of this part, but I'm sure somebody will tell us. Leave a comment down below if you know what that part means. Or if you've been in any of the bunkers, either once or twice, you can click on there. So let's say we went in the bunker as well, no penalties, and then all you got to do then is click save score. Then we could go on to Phoebe's. Phoebe parred it and she had 2 putts, so click on save score like that, and as you can see it puts the score in for you. And also if you're playing Stableford, it will add them points in as well. So then all you got to do is click on next, and it will take you to the next hole.
And if you're in the middle of playing a game of golf and you want to view your score, all you have to do is turn your phone sideways and your score automatically appears on your phone screen. And if you turn it back, it just comes up with the hole and what par you're on and etc. So you've just finished on the 18th hole, you've put your score in the scorecard, and now you're going to click save round, and then a button will come up that says submit. Just click that and then click finish, and this takes you back to the home screen, and then you're going to click rounds. This shows you all your rounds and trackers and previews and just stuff like that.
Click on rounds like so, and I will click on the last round that I played on my own, just to give you a better understanding of what you're going to see. Click on that, there we go, and it brings you all the information up, your fairways percentages, greens and regulation, how good your putting was, your score at the top left hand corner. As you can see, shot an 89, which isn't very good, but it was like -1. It was freezing that day for you. 33 points, so it gives you stable for the points up. You can scroll down, you can make any adjustments in here, you can edit your score if you made an error. Tracked shots, which was 12, you can click on that, and that will bring all your track shots up like so. And a new feature of this app is the tracked shots flyover. So let's go on that, we'll click on that, and which hole did, there we go, look, hole number 6 gives you the club that you used off the tee box, like so. As you can see, it flying over, where the ball landed. Because you're tracking the shots, it gives you an accurate distance from where you've hit the ball to where the ball's landed. The only issue I've noticed is with this is, because my phone is mounted on my trolley on my golf cart, because I'm tracking the shots, I'll get to where the ball is and I'll end, so I'll say I'm at my ball where this one is, my ball landed on the green, but because that's where my trolley is, I'm parallel with my ball, it's saying that the ball landed there, but it didn't, it landed on the green. Ideally what you could do is take the phone off, walk it to your ball, and then say you're at your ball, but then you're having to mess about then putting it back in the holster on your golf trolley.
So in a way you're just gonna have to like get your trolley exactly where the ball is.
Yeah, and I don't think people would appreciate you putting your trolley on green. No, I don't think they would. That is the only issue with this.
Yeah.
But that's purely because it is mounted. If it was in my pocket, then you can do it and walk and click it and say you're at your ball. But whilst you're on the fairways, it's not really an issue.
Some of the bad features about the app is it drains your battery. The Apple Watch feature isn't really that great, as Tom said earlier about it's restricting for close and the home button situation and stuff like that. And sometimes it's a lot of messing about when you're playing games with people and they want to move on and you're stood there with your phone messing about, like trying to put loads of info in, and sometimes it doesn't even record your shots and it can be very frustrating, but obviously it is a very good app.
Yeah.
But there are some downfalls, like everything.
Yeah, there is also, I'd just like to show you this, there is a power save mode, GPS power save mode, whilst you are playing. On the right hand side, when you're on any hole, there's like a little lightning bolt, shall we say. You just click on that like so, and it puts it in GPS power save mode. It does save your battery a little bit depending on how new or old your phone is, but that will save it. Also, another thing what you can do is take a power bank with you and you can plug that in. It just keeps enough juice in your phone whilst you're playing.
So some of the really good things about the app is the specific club feature about where you can import all your clubs, like obviously we showed you earlier, and also when it tells you what types of clubs to use on different holes. And talking about holes, also flying over and looking at the course preview and seeing stuff.
Yeah, all the hazards and anything.
So like hazards and stuff, obviously you've never played on it before and you want to do really well. Another thing is like saving all your rounds and the easy access to looking at your scorecard other than putting the info in.
That's it. And also what it will do, once you've played a specific amount of rounds, it will calculate your handicap, and that is shown at the top right hand side of your phone during the home screen, and also whilst you're playing. I think it shows up on there somewhere, it might be on your scorecard, but anyway it's on the top right hand side. So if you've not got an official handicap from an official club, this will calculate that for you, which is also a great feature for any amateur golfer or any beginner golfer, should I say, who's interested and might be wondering, how do I calculate this? How do I calculate it through the new scoring system, which can be very complicated. But anyway, this will automatically do it. Don't take it as a dead cert. It's not official, but it's as good as official. if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
You get what I mean, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this app is, I would say, Phoebe, it's a really good app, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really good app, and obviously I feel like we're going to be using it for many more years.
Well, that's it.
Times.
So we've used it for the past year, and we've not really had any issues with it. Like anything, a couple of rounds in, once you've got used to everything, how to input it, it's a really good app. It's a really good tool to have. Will it improve your game? Possibly.
It's also very affordable. It isn't that expensive when you put it into perspective about like the annual fee and the monthly fee, depending on which way you want to go.
It's going to be cheaper than buying a watch for £400. Maybe if you have it 3, 4, 5 years or whatever, then I don't know, because technology's always changing with watches, isn't it? They're bringing them out every year, same like your Apple Watch. Like my Apple Watch is like 2 or 3 years old, and it's like basically dead. You can't get it up on my new iPhone. So with the app, they're always updating it, they're always putting new features on, which is fantastic. That's another good feature about the app. They are always updating it, they're always making it better.
So it is kind of worth your money when they are bringing out new features. You're not just buying it and then that's it. It's just that's all you've got.
Yeah. So as final review, Phoebe, I think it's well worth having.
Yes.
This is not a sponsored video, is it?
Hashtag not sponsored.
Not sponsored. We're not popular enough to be sponsored yet. But if you do want to sponsor us. Anybody.
So what we will do in the future, we are going to make a Golfshot video reviewing the free aspect of the app, just in case you don't want to dive into spending all your money and you think you can just live doing the free one, and obviously, you know, just reviewing that and comparing it to the pro version and just everything in comparison to see what.
So what we'll do, Phoebe will take her phone, I'll take my phone, we'll download the app. Phoebe's is Android, works on them both, mine's an iPhone. And what we'll do, we'll compare the pro version to the free version, see what the differences are, see if it's worth spending that subscription, which I think it will be.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that video coming out later on.
Please like,
subscribe,
and hit that notification bell to not miss any one of our videos